Hi GolfPass, I'm Carolin Pinegger, and today we're going to go into a question that I get asked a lot from my students, and that is, do I swing the driver any differently than I swing my irons? The answer is yes and no. So my driver has been my favorite club in my bag really my entire career, and I hope that this video is going to make it the favorite club in your bag as well. So there's three key pieces to the setup that you can do to make sure you set up for success, quite literally, when you're getting to hit your driver, if it's your first tee shot, if it's already on the golf round. So if you follow these three keys, you're going to be able to hit up on the driver, which is the biggest key for a driver versus an iron, and you're going to be able to have less compensations in your swing. So the first key here is your ball position, and that is very different from any irons. It's different from your actual fairway woods. So let's talk about your ball position. If we were to look at your ball in the middle of your stance, where we're starting with this just for reference, and I do like to use some of my alignment sticks here. I'm going to set this up to aim where we want to go, and then I'm going to actually also set up my alignment stick right here for you to see exactly where we are going to be placing our ball. So if we start with this stick in the middle, we want to make sure we actually move all the way up to our inside of our lead heel right here. To visualize this for you guys, you can see how my ball is pretty far forward in my stance. But what this does is it allows us to actually hit up and catch the ball as our driver is already traveling up. So we don't want to actually have the ball further back, because you see it will actually catch the ball coming down at a de-lofted face, which is going to be very difficult to launch the ball up in the air. So number one, make sure when you're setting up, you have your ball position at least on your lead heel right here. Secondly, your hand position. Because we have moved the ball up, now you can see my hand position is not in front of the ball. I see this a lot where people are setting up like this. They have the ball a little too far back. They have their hand position forward. And again, you're de-lofting that club, and you're going to be able to not hit up on the ball. You're going to be hitting down on it. You're going to be adding spin. So it's going to be very difficult for you to launch your driver high and soft and hit that little baby draw that we all want to hit. So the hand position will ideally be right over your ball, if not a little behind it. And you have some wiggle room here because every body is a bit different. And then thirdly, with this setup, you really got to look at your body position. So the body position, again, because we've moved the ball position forward, we want to make sure that our hip is actually moved a little bit towards the target right here. And I'm not saying this. I see this a ton as well with my students where they move all the weight to the front foot. We're not moving our weight there. We are simply shifting our hip forward, and that tilts our right side joints down a little bit. So you can see my right shoulder is lower than my left. My right hip is lower than my left. And now we're setting up in this K position, what we refer to as the K position. And now we really are set up to be able to hit that ball high up in the air, to catch it on the up and to launch it up there. So let me hit a ball for you guys. Let's see this. It's my ball position. I got my hand position, bumping my hip. And now we're just going to be able to catch that driver on the upswing. Really nice high draw. This is really going to help you hit your driver so much better, and it's going to reduce any right spin or slice spin you have. Even if you change nothing else in your swing, if you change your setup, if you fix your setup, you're going to be hitting your driver a ton better. So if you like this tip, make sure to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So let's get driving.